Hello all. In continuation of the lecture series, in last lecture you can see we have created the queue manager through the script and see the end command. How can we stop the queue manager and how can we create the queue manager? How can we start the queue manager? Now, and you can see we have created the queue manager in last lecture, that is the QM5. Now we are going to the property queue part, and we can see in this lecture how can we create the local queue, transmission queue, and alias queue through the script. We are going everything through the script and see how can we create. And these scripts are called the MQSC script. What is the full from MQSC? MQ means message queue script commands. Message queue script command is known as MQSC. Let me go and show you everything. First, let me go to creation of the local queue. So for creation of the local queue, first you need to go to the which queue manager you want to create. Yeah, we want to create on the queue M5. First, you need to go inside the queue manager 5 to run the MQSC script. So for that, we need to what need to do? You have to use the run MQSC command. Run MQSC and queue manager 5 queue manager name. I run MQSC is used to go inside that queue manager to create the objects like the local queue, alias queue, everything you want to create. To run the MQSC command, you need to go to run MQSC and manager file. I just entered. Now you can see it's saying starting the MQSC for the queue manager 5. Now here you can write the anything that you want to create. Let me create the local queue. Local queue, we use the define keyword. Define keyword is used to creation of the local queue. Define queue local. Here you have to give name the queue local queue name. I am giving qm5 dot local. Then you have to give here the if you have any properties like that persistent nature and everything you want to give, you can give here. Let me give here some persistent nature. You have to for persistent there is a if you see any queue there is persistent nature, you have to give a default persistent. You want to make the queue persistent or not. If you want to make queue persistent, you have to give yes. If you don't want to persistent, if you written no. I want this queue to persistent, so you have to I have applied the yes, and at last you have to give a semicolon. Just click. You can see that a queue has been created. If you see here also, you can see now my our queue has been created. And if you see here, you can see here the nature of the queue is persistent. Let me. You can see here from here also the status of queue. If you use the display, sorry, display queue, and here you have to give the queue name, that is qm5 dot local. You can see here all properties that is present in that queue will be given. You can see currently that is the queue name is the qm5, queue type is local, it has been created on this state, and you can see that everything is there. You can see default persistent is yes. Whatever the property put is enabled, get is enabled, everything properties of a queue is will be here. You can, if you want to change any properties, you just do. How can we change the properties? Let's I want to change the I want to change the maximum depth. What is the currently maximum depth? You can see here. You can see maximum depth should be, you can see here maximum depth is 5000. I want to change or make it 10,000. How can we change it? You have to do a alter command. Alter command is used to change the properties of the queue. If you do a alter queue local and give the queue name qm5 dot local, and give the what property you want to change. You want to change maximum depth, max depth, and give here 10,000 and do semicolon and the script. That's, you can see now it has been created. Let's see again the properties, display queue. You can see here now it is 10,000. Also you can see from here, if you see from here also is 10,000. That's the uniqueness of the queue. So you can, if you want to create, you can use the define keyword. If you want to alter the property, you can change the property, you can choose the alter keyword. Let me create the alias queue. Simple thing, alias queue, you know that alias queue there should be a target.base object, so you need to choose a base object for that. And same, if you want to create alias queue, to define keyword, define queue alias, give the alias queue name, that is a qm5 dot alias. I am choosing that, and you have to give the its target queue, whatever you want to target queue, that is the base object. You have to use the, if you have to use simple that target keyword, and give the name of the target key, which one to use. I am giving the base object of the alias queue with the qm5. Then let me copy that and just paste it. I have just sorry, then just giving that one, and then I want to do a queue, this queue to be persistent, so I will use the default persistent, def persist, and give yes. Now our queue has been created, and if you see the properties of this queue, you just have to display queue. I just give the queue name, just you can see that this queue, this has been created, type queue alias created on this date. Then you can see the base object put is and get is enabled, and the base object will be target type queue. You can see what is the target type queue, and you can see here every properties will be there. If you go to see here, you can see also from here queue alias has been created, and its base object has been created qm5 alias. Base object is now qm5 alias. You can see that here. Everything you can see here also from the target is qm5 alias. You can see also. If you want to change some property of this queue, let me change some properties. Let me make the queue to be change from default queue. I want to make the queue non-default, non-persistent. So for that, let me change I'll use the alter keyword, alter queue alias, and just give the key name qm5 dot alias, and just do the change the what property you want to do. I want to change this, just copy and paste it, and if you want to change, you just do it no, and let's give the semicolon. Now you can see it has been changed. If you see from here, it has been changed. You can see here non-persistent, and if you can see also from here by using the display the queue alias, you can see also from here is non-persistent. Now let's come to the transmission queue. You know what is the difference between local queue and transmission queue? Local queue is the normal queue. If you change from usage normal to transmission, then it will be transmission queue. Just let me create a first local queue, and we will make it the usage transmission queue. You can do one thing. let me create a transmission queue. Define queue. One what you can see here, you go here, usage is normal. If the usage is normal, then it will be normal queue. If usage will be transmission, it will be a transmission queue. You define qm5 dot trans and give the name it. Sorry, I have to give this name into bracket. Let's give it qm5 trans, and if you want to make it default persistent, give it persistent. Make it yes. Usage normal. Usage I want to make a transmission queue. Make the usage as not as normal. Make a transmission. For making the usage transmission, you have one keyword that you need to make a remember. XMITQ. That is the thing. Just click on it. It is something giving error. What error it is giving? We see. Just 1 minute. It is something giving error like here, like the near here. Let me again write that command. See what it is. Define queue. Oh, I have not written what type of queue I want to create. That's really giving error. I have to define the which type of queue I want to create. I want to create a local queue and making the usage property a transmission queue, so that it will become transmission queue. I have to use the queue local and give the name of the give everything from here. It will be work. Let me copy this and paste. You can see it is been created. You can see here also it will be created. You can see here transmission created. The sign has been also changed. If you can see here, the usage is transmission. If you want to make it the usage normal, just do nothing. Define alter. You can use alter keyword. Alter queue local is the queue name, local name qm5 dot trans. Make the usage normal. You can see has been changed. You can see here it has been changed. You can see here also it will be changed. Now it is a local queue. Everything is normal. Best if you are making the transmission, then it will be transmission queue, and you can see it is not transmission. You can see also using a display queue name. It is simple. If you want to go outside from this command prompt, back to this, if you want to back to this path, you have to just do either you can use int command, or you can use exit, or you can use quit. Any of them you can use. Let me try one of them. Let me use int and just semicolon and just click it. You can see it is giving h 11 MQSC read. One MQ has syntax error. You can see here there is error given. Decision giving one have error, and everything has been proceeded. All valid जितना भी MQC था was there, it was proceeded. Here I just learned the local queue, Alias queue, and transmission queue. And next lecture we will proceed with the more queues. For now, tata, bye bye.